Hi guys, we're continuing our series on guests and hosts, and I wonder if you've managed to pick up one of these door hangers. They actually go really well on the rear view mirror of my car, and they point like that. I don't look at them whilst I'm driving, but when I get in, I do have a good chance to have a look on there. We looked at that again this week very briefly, and particularly the last point on there that says hosts help guests become hosts. And we looked at how Jesus does that, how Jesus helps guests become hosts. Again, we re-looked at the story of him meeting with the Samaritan woman at the well. And we looked at why she didn't want to host him in the first place. What were the barriers to her acting as a host, and how he helped her through those. And you can talk amongst yourselves if you can remember the three barriers that she felt. They may well be barriers that we feel as well when it comes to acting as a host. So then we did some practical stuff, and you can repeat this in your groups. I'd love you to do it. We just talked through some needs. We talked through like financial need, people that needed to know Jesus, people who had friends and family who once knew Jesus but had gone away and they needed help. And then by being honest and open about what needs we have, it creates the space for other people to say, I can help host, I can help bring something of what Jesus has done for me to help you meet that need. So we had people on Sunday praying for one another, giving one another money, doing all sorts of different stuff, becoming hosts in that environment. Now, I would love you to do that again in your life groups. So just ask the question, what needs are there? Maybe if you're leading the discussion, you can have a think and a pray through, Holy Spirit, what are the specific needs in our group that I want to bring out tonight? And then we're just going to get people to say, this is my need. And then other people who've got breakthrough in that area or a recent story in that area can be the hosts and bless those people. That's number one challenge for you. Redo that practical piece. And then the second thing that I have for you is, if you're already hosting, if you're a life group leader or apprentice, or you're on a team already, then I'm not asking you, I don't want you to hear when we say Jesus helps guests become hosts. You are already a host. You are already hosting. So we're not asking you to step up even more, because you're like, rightly, I'm full. I've got my whole, everything that I've got is already invested in hosting. But what I am asking you to do is think about, can I imitate Jesus? Can I change my job description as I host? And rather than just doing the stuff myself as a host, can I help other guests become hosts? Can I train someone else up with me? Am I on a team where I've got a need to bring more people in? Have a think about that and say, well, who can I ask? Who could I ask? Who could I tell them about this need that we've got, so they have the opportunity to become hosts too? How can I help them become qualified to do the job I need them to do, and remind them that they are made worthy by what Jesus has done for them? Anyway, so there you go. That's my challenge for you tonight. Meet one another's practical needs, and then if you're already a host, think about how can I help other guests become hosts. Have a great evening.